What's good, guys? It's your boy Rain Man. Now, last time we talked about like how the job market is messed up right now. Now, this is like a kind of a continuation to it. I want to talk about like crazy car payments, and cars in general are like crazily expensive. Like even for like the quote unquote affordable cars,
Psych!
like Honda, Toyota, they're not worth what they was before. Now they're making me even more expensive, way more expensive. Like you could pay 50K for a Toyota or a Honda. And even though the reliability has gotten worse for some of them, like the Corollas from years back, but that junk could last you 1,000,000 miles, bro. Oh, but I'm bugging. 1 million, I'm bugging. That thing could last you 1,000,000 miles. I don't know why I said thousand. That thing could last you 1,000,000 miles, bro. A 2005 Corolla. While the new Corollas, you go over 85 or some BS, like that thing gonna blow up. Like I don't get that, bro. It's more expensive and it's like less reliable. Like it's not adding up. And I feel bad for people that do crazy car payments. Like I don't recommend that to anybody. Like if you're an average person, I don't recommend you getting a 50K car like finance. Like you don't got 50K in your bank account, don't get it, bro. Finance, you could finance a used car for like 7K. That's understandable. You wanna, pay what like 200 a month for a 7K car to pay it off little by little. Like that's acceptable. Like making the regular minimum wage or whatever, or even a little bit upper than that, aside. But now you're making minimum wage or a little bit over minimum wage, and you want to get a 50K car finance. Now that's crazy, bro. That's insane. You getting less reliability. Your car is gonna depreciate with time. So if you get for a 50K car in a couple of years, I think it's gonna be worth like 15K. Like you spent 50K on it, and then it's gonna be worth 15. I think they say something about like you buy a $50 car. Once you take it off the dealership or whatever, it's gonna be worth like 45K or like already. Like as soon as you live with it. I just think about it. The car that you're buying for 50K, you're financing for 50K, which is 50K plus, because you're paying the fees, you're paying the interest. That same car is gonna depreciate to 15K at some point in time, like in a couple years later. Especially if you're like there's people that sell cars with a lot of owners. Those cars that may originally be like 45K with with a lot of owners, having them later on be going down to even less than 10K, bro, over time. Like on some real ish, bro. Like, for example, Acura MDX or Acura RDX, like from, years back, they could have sold them for like 45K or something like that, or 40K. Like now you could get them crazy cheap. You get them hoes for like, wait, damn, excuse my language. But you could get them cars for 5K, 6K, 7K. Like that is crazy, bro. There's no point of you buying a super expensive car. It's gonna be depreciating with time, like fast. Like there's things that depreciate with time, but I don't think nothing depreciates more with time than a car, bro. Cause some cars start out very expensive and then they get down that low. So just think about it. Your average person, bro, I don't recommend that you get a car like that. Get a older car that's gonna be reliable. That's gonna take you wherever you need to go. Cause we need cars. That's a need for you to go from point A to point B. So don't try to like impress people. Like that's the dumbest thing you could do. That's a bad like life choice. Like get a expensive car you can't afford. Like finance it just to impress people. Like nobody's gonna care. They might the first thing gonna be like, wow, you got that? Oh, cool. But then once people like get over it, what are you gonna do? Get another 50,000, finance another $50,000 car? Like nah, bro. There's no point to that. And I realized that I myself am guilty. Like I have been interested in nice looking, a little bit more expensive cars some time ago. But like after with time, I realized like it really doesn't matter, bro. Cause like it should only matter to you what you drive. You shouldn't worry about like what others think. That's like the worst thing. And not only with cars, with other stuff too, like with clothes and stuff like that. don't buy things, thinking about like, yo, I gotta impress others, because then you're gonna keep buying more and more and more of it, and all your money's going to waste, and it's gonna be wasted in vain, bro. It's gonna be wasted in vain. You wasted it just because you want to show off. Now your pocket's hurting. Like, so get yourself over the car if you can't afford one. If you can't afford a 50K car, if you're a millionaire, you could go ahead. But like if you're an average person, get yourself an older car, a reliable car. Maybe you want a car that looks nice, bro. Like, you can always modify it. Like the stock Civic might not look impressive. It does not look impressive at all, bro. Or like a stock Camry does not look impressive. But once you modify that junk, bro, you can make that thing look like a race car. Like, no joke. You could just look it up. You could get a cheap car. Later on, you could get some rims. You get a wing with it. Do whatever you gotta do to make it look nice. But you don't gotta buy a $50,000 car. You could buy an older, reliable car. Just modify it. It looks nice. Takes you from point A to point B. But that's really all you need. And you might even save some good gas mileage depending on the car too. Like if it's like a Corolla or a Civic, those tend to, save up a good amount of gas. So you're not spending too much money on gas, bro. I have seen like videos about this topic, but I also, like in real life, bro, I live in the hood. Some people out here, bro, they living in tiny ass apartments. They can't afford a parking space, and they go finance a Mercedes Benz, a BMW, bro. Like, I can't make this thing up. But don't be that guy. Whoever's watching this, girl or boy, do not be that person. Do not get a car. Like, you gotta live below your means. Like, do not get a car to like flex, like, when you don't have the money for it, bro. Think smart. Get something you can't afford, and you'll be alright. You'll be able to save more money in your pocket. You'll be able to go from point A to point B, wherever you need to go. A reliable old car like a Toyota or Honda is gonna get you there. It's not gonna break down like that. Now, do not get a Kia. Do not get a Sonata from like back then. Obviously, get a car that's trustworthy. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. If you guys disagree with me, you guys think that the car payments match up with the cars from now, leave it in the comments below. Me personally, I don't agree with it, because older cars could be, reliable, do the same thing for as far as, get you from point A to point B. They do the same thing as the newer cars. And I think they're like highly like overpriced. Some people are even paying like car payments of $1,000 a month. Like, I can't, like me being as broke as I am, bro, I can't even imagine that. Like, can you guys imagine that, like paying $1,000 a month for a car, like financing a car that you can't afford? Like, that's insane to me, bro. That makes like no sense. Like, why? Like, either get a car you could afford, like that's $5,000, $6,000, or finance a car that's maybe like even $10,000, so that it's still financing, but it's not a crazy amount of money, especially for a car that depreciates. But do not buy a $50,000 car. It's gonna be worth $15,000 in a couple of years. You could get a nice $10,000 car and finance it. And you won't have to pay for the rest of your life that $10,000, because $10,000 you can make that money even working minimum wage, like saving up. It's not gonna be right away, but it's realistically possible to save up to $10,000. Even if it takes the whole year, but you could get to $10,000, bro. You could pay that. So yeah, you could finance a $10,000 car, or just save up to get a $5,000 car. And then that's it, man. You'll be Gucci, bro. Because we all know cars are needs. Cars are not like wants. Like, I want a car. Like, nah. You need a car. To go from one state to another, you need a car. To go to like some fun spots that the bus or the train does not take you to, you need a car. You know what I'm saying? You gotta enjoy your life. When you're not working on the weekend, you want to take your family out. You know what I'm saying? That's what the car does, bro. It's something that you need. But yeah, guys, I'll leave it up as that. Anybody disagrees with me, leave it down in the comments. It's been your boy Red Man. I'll see you on the next one.